Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so this is now how you make puff puff. Okay, so earlier we did a quick snack, 5-minute snack. If you haven't watched that video, you can see that you can make that in 5 minutes, but puff puff is a bit longer than that. So puff puff, self-raising flour. I'm just gonna put all of my self-raising flour in. I've used a little bit of it earlier to make my quick snack. And then sugar, like I said, you guys know me now, I don't measure. But for this purpose, your sake, I will try and, let's say 1, 2, 3. So 3, so that was 1 kg, but I used about 100 gram of it earlier, so that's about 900 gram in there. And then that's 3, it's not a scoop, you know, spoon, spatula, you know. If you're Yoruba or Morogo, somebody like, what? Okay, all right, and then you put that in and your yeast. I normally just use one bag of yeast, that is 7 gram of yeast, into a whole bag of flour, and then just pour that in like that. I used to put egg into my puff puff. I don't know where I got that from, and then I did it without egg, and it's even much nicer. So you don't have to put egg. If you want egg, you can, but I don't put egg anymore. So I just put flour, sugar, yeast, and add water. Okay, maybe just mix that a little bit before you add your water in, so that by the time you put your water, and your water should be warm, not cold. And for you guys, let me measure this. I normally just put it in because I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just used to this thing, isn't it? Like, let's see, where is my measuring jug? Okay, I don't know where my measuring jug is. Kids have moved my stuff, but okay, I might just have to do it without them. But let's say a whole takeaway plate. Okay, so just put that in. I'll put half to start with. Put half in to start with, and then just mix. Okay, you can tell that's not enough because that's going like a dough. We don't want it like a dough. Put the rest of it in. I still don't think that might be not enough, so I might put another half in. So that's too thick. Hot water, then I'm gonna add cold water to make it warm. So you don't want it hot, you want it warm. So that's warm water. Let's put another, so maybe 1.5 takeaway plates if you can't find your measuring jug like me, you know. Just do that. Just mix. It's better to put little than put too much. So you want to put it little by little and just mix. Okay, mix. Just, you can see it's a bit lumpy, so you want to mix it till almost all the lumps are gone, and it's then becoming more easier to mix. You can tell. Can you see there's a lot coming together now? So just mix. This is a bit hard on the hand, but you know, if you want a good snack, you've gotta work. Gotta make it good. Okay. Okay, can you see that now? So the lumps are a lot, they're gone now, or at least most of it is gone now. And just make sure you get everything in so that by the time it rises, everything is gonna be together. So that's a good texture. That's what you need. And like I said, if you're not sure how much water to put, just put it little by little until you get consistency, and not too thick, not too it's drawing, but it's not falling apart. Can you see? So that's how you want it to be. Okay, and that's all the mixing you need to do. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna cover it. I tend to cover it in foil, just so that because it's warm, we want it to also rise, puff, right? So you can either cover in foil or cling film. So if you, let's use cling film. So just cover it like that, and then I'll tell you another thing to do with that. Covering cling film. I'm sure I have another thing. So either put that on top or put a lid of another pot or something else, just something so that the air is actually in, and then put it somewhere warm, so either in your oven or on the side of your cooker, somewhere that would make it warm, and you keep it, you let it rise for half an hour at least. Sometimes if I'm busy, I can let it rise for an hour or two. It doesn't matter, it will still come out nice. The longer you leave it, the better. So if you have time and you want to leave it for an hour or two, just make sure that you're checking it, because if it rises too much, it can come out and it's overflowing all over your kitchen. You don't want that, okay? So you want to cover it and just keep it for half an hour, and then check back on it. If it's good, then if it's risen a little bit, just continue. If you're busy doing something else, leave it there for an hour or two. Okay, so now this has been left alone for half an hour, and can you see it's risen just a little bit, which is why I said the longer you leave it, the more it will rise. So if you leave it for an hour or two, it will rise a lot more. So but that's fine for me. I think I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna we're gonna fry it. So it's ready to be fried. So just I've put my oil on. These are the ones I made earlier. So from the quick snack. So this is not puff puff. This one is a bit harder. So this now we're gonna just put it in. So this is on 9 at the moment, which I think might be a little bit high. So I think I'm gonna turn it to 8. And if you look in the pots, you can see how that is turned itself over, and you put it in. You can see that, yeah. And then can you see how it just comes up? Okay, so just do that. When it's risen, the only thing that puff puff takes is time for it to rise. I could leave this longer and it will rise a lot more. You'll get a lot more out of it, but I haven't got the time today. So half an hour is just about right for me today. So that is, I'm just gonna if you want it more round, another way is, I'll show you very quickly, another way to do that. The next round I'll I'll show you another way to do that. So I'll rinse my hand off. I've got my cup of tea here. Wow! You can have a cup of tea too. I like tea. I don't know about you, but I think when you've lived in England for a long time, you just become a tea person. I think some people still not, but I think now I prefer tea to normal drink. You know, so that's puff puff ready. So you can see It's coming out lovely and nice, and just turn it as is needed. Okay, so, and don't forget, subscribe, like, share the video, and comment below. And if there's any particular recipe you want me to do, let me know. If I can do it, I will. If I have the time to do it, then I will. So let's see. So now that's ready. And can you see how lovely that is? Yeah, so that is ready to, I'm sure that's making you hungry, right? You can try it too. All you need is flour, sugar, yeast, and water. Very simple. You can't go wrong with that. And you can make it as delicious and as yummy as I've just done. So very quickly, let me just show you. If you want to, you can see how the shape of these ones haven't come out as, you know, it's not all the same. So one of the ways to make it a very consistent shape is you do that. So if you don't like using your hand and you don't mind what shape it comes out, then do it the other way. But if you want a particular shape, or if you're doing it for people and they know what puff puff should look like, then this is how it looks like. This is the way. So just wash your hands very nicely and just mold it. Yeah, so just mold it and fry. And you will see how that will come. So what you do, if you bring the camera closer, what you do is you take a little bit of it and you almost like rub it, like just roll it as a ball, like that, and then you put it in. Okay. And that's gonna come out very shortly, and you're gonna see how that will come out in a very nice regular shape, and everything will be consistent. It would all look the same. But I don't really, you know, like if I'm doing it for like a party, but if it's just for the house, I just use my spoon because it's it's not as messy, and you can be doing other things. If you're using your hands, you can't really do other things with it. So because I'm normally doing a lot of things at the same time, which I'm sure sometimes you do too. And if you're like me, then and it's not really for party or anything, then just use the spoon. Then it doesn't really matter what it comes out as, isn't it? So I'll show you what these ones are like. So if you bring it closer, you can see how those are now. So that's what you want. You want it to be like that. You want your puff puff to be like, that's how you get your consistent ball shape. You know, round, all nice. That's how you get it. Okay? Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.